She married my past. Episode 2. After Lola left, the house never returned to normal. Nora felt it immediately. The silence that followed the closing of the door was heavier than the silence before it. It pressed against her chest, making it difficult to breathe. She stood by the doorway for a long moment, staring at the spot where Lola had stood, trying to understand why her presence had unsettled her so deeply. Daniel hadn't moved. He stood in the middle of the living room, hands by his sides, staring at nothing. His mind was far away, trapped in a time he had worked so hard to forget. "Daniel?" Nora called. He didn't answer. "Daniel," she repeated, louder this time. He turned slowly, forcing a smile that didn't reach his eyes. "Yes." "You're shaking," she said softly. He looked down at his hands, surprised to see she was right. "I'm fine." But Nora knew he wasn't. She had learned the rhythms of her husband, the way his voice changed when he was anxious, the way he avoided eye contact when something troubled him. This was not the man she had married 2 years ago, the man who spoke openly and laughed easily. "You never told me about her," Nora said quietly. Daniel exhaled. There was nothing important to tell. The words felt wrong the moment he said them. Nora crossed her arms. "You don't look like someone who just met nothing." He looked away. "She was just someone I knew before I met you," he said. "A long time ago." "How long?" Nora asked. "University, and she just shows up at our home." Nora pressed. "Just like that?" Daniel hesitated. "I didn't know she was coming." That was true. But it wasn't the whole truth. That night, they went to bed with a space between them that had never existed before. Nora lay on her side, staring at the wall, replaying every moment of the visit. Lola's calm confidence, the way she looked at Daniel, the strange weight in her voice when she spoke about the past. Beside her, Daniel stared at the ceiling, his heart pounding. His phone lay on the bedside table, silent, but heavy. The next morning, Daniel left early for work. He couldn't bear the questions in Nora's eyes. He told himself he would find a way to fix things before they got worse. He didn't know they already had. As he stepped out of his office building later that day, he saw her. Lola stood across the street, sunglasses covering her eyes, her posture relaxed, too relaxed for someone who had just shaken another woman's marriage. His heart dropped. "What are you doing here?" he asked sharply as he approached her. She removed her sunglasses. "I told you we needed to talk." "Not here," he said. "Not ever. You don't get to decide that anymore," she replied calmly. They sat in a small cafe nearby, surrounded by strangers who minded their own business. Daniel kept his voice low, his eyes darting nervously around. "You shouldn't have come to my house," he said. Lola tilted her head. "You shouldn't have left me to carry everything alone." His jaw tightened. "That was years ago. For you," she replied. "Not for me." He leaned forward. "My wife doesn't know anything, and she doesn't need to." Lola laughed softly, but there was no humor in it. "She deserves to know who she married." Daniel slammed his hand lightly on the table. "I was young. I was scared. I didn't know how to handle it." Lola reached into her bag. "Do you still say that?" she asked. She pulled out a photograph and slid it across the table. Daniel froze. A little girl stared back at him. Big eyes. Soft smile. His eyes. His breath caught in his throat. "She's been asking questions," Lola said quietly. "About her father." Daniel couldn't speak. "You disappeared," Lola continued. "You said you needed time. You said you'd come back when you were ready." "I wasn't ready," he whispered. "And now?" she asked. Daniel stared at the photo again. "Now, I have a family." Lola's eyes darkened. "So, did I?" That evening, Daniel returned home later than usual. Nora was in the kitchen, stirring soup absent-mindedly. She looked up when he entered, searching his face. "You're late," she said. "Work," he replied quickly. She nodded, but her heart sank. He hadn't even tried to lie well. At dinner, the silence stretched between them. Nora finally spoke. "Daniel," she said softly, "is there something you're hiding from me?" He looked at her, truly looked at her. The woman he loved, the woman who trusted him, the woman whose life would shatter if he spoke. "No," he said. That night, Nora cried silently, her tears soaking into the pillow. She didn't know what was wrong, only that something precious was slipping through her fingers. And in the darkness, Daniel stared at the photo on his phone. The past had a face now, and it was no longer willing to stay silent. But Daniel didn't know this yet. Lola had already made up her mind. If he wouldn't tell Nora the truth,